Morning everyone, welcome to our second day of the Blackwood adventure. Today we've left camp, it's 10 o'clock, so mid-morning, pretty relaxed morning. And we're going to head to a place just to the south of the Blackwood area called Black Point, and we're going to go via Lake Jasper to get there. So we're leaving the forest and the rutted dirt tracks, clay tracks behind, and we're heading to the sand towards the coast. So that's where we're at today. Got a little bit of tarmac and a little bit of road driving to get there, but it should be fun. Well guys, right turn coming up now onto the gravel, and that takes us towards Lake Jasper. We'll pull up on the gravel and air down. We've arrived now at the tracks for Lake Jasper. A lot of them are quite sandy, so we're going to go probably about 20 psi back, 18 front, just so we don't chew up the tracks too much. I'll have a little handheld with me, so I'll be able to talk to you guys and let you know when you're all good to come across. It's not a challenging water crossing by any stretch of the imagination, but it's more just so I get good video and photos. track conditions in this area are pretty good. The black satin doesn't get too soft, but you definitely need to let your tyres down a little to help out. You need to watch out for the bumps though, they can really kick your car around, and for some reason they seem to come out of nowhere. Now as for pinstriping, there's not too much of an issue. As you can see, the tracks are fairly wide and the vegetation on the edges, it's pretty soft. Well, we've just arrived at Lake Jasper. It's such a beautiful spot here. We've been here a few times, so yeah, it's nice. It's awesome. Just go and relax. Might even go and put my feet in the water. We would have loved to have spent a little longer at Lake Jasper, but we were aiming to get down to Jasper Beach for lunch and Black Point for the afternoon. So we really needed to jump back into the cars and keep moving along the tracks. We thoroughly enjoyed our little lake stretch and sightsee at Lake Jasper. I think some of the kids went for a swim, but now we're heading to Jasper Beach. But whilst we're on the way, I'll tell you a little bit about Lake Jasper. It's actually a freshwater lake, and it's not fed by any rivers or creeks or anything. It's actually where the groundwater comes up to the surface, so that's quite special, and it's also pretty big. So if you're down this way, it really is a worthwhile spot to check out. Lake Jasper, Jasper Beach and Black Point all fall into the D'Entrecasteaux National Park. So a lot of the vegetation is pretty similar along the coastal strip. You'll find it's predominantly peppermint trees, Australian grass trees or black boys, and low-lying ferns. The coastal views from the high ground can be absolutely stunning along this area. Winds worked alright.
This is feeling pretty soft, mate.
I'm looking at your tyre tracks, mate, and it's looking pretty hard. Jasper Beach was incredibly windy whilst we were here, but we couldn't pass up the opportunity for a good group photo. A bit of advice: if you are planning to visit Jasper Beach for a fish or to relax, it's probably worthwhile checking the wind/weather forecast beforehand. So due to the high winds, we decided to get off the beach and head for a bit of shelter at Black Point. We've just checked out Jasper Beach. It's very windy here, so we sort of just huddled around, took some photos and jumped back in the cars. But let's now head down and check out Black Point. For those of you who haven't visited the area before, or you're planning a trip to the area, it took our group approximately 30 to 40 minutes to get into Lake Jasper from Vass Highway, and about the same amount of time again to reach Jasper Beach. Due to the track getting a little bit more difficult, it took us about an hour to reach Black Point from Jasper Beach. You'll find the track's easier to do in the opposite direction, as you'll descend the worst of the hills or dunes.
Around the corner is a bit of a step up, a few things, Millsy, so don't give it like massive curves, but you'll be alright.
We decided upon our arrival to Black Point to head to Stepping Stones first. This was due to the prevailing winds and it would give us a little bit of shelter for a while. Then we headed across to the other side to Surfers Cove and checked out the awesome view. Well, we've made it to Black Point, as you can see how it gets its name. So all the black rocks here and how they've all formed into stepping stones was caused by an ancient lava flow. It's quite cool. You don't see this in WA often because there's not many volcanoes, if any, in WA. There's certainly none left. There used to be some many moons ago, but this is Black Point. Quite a cool spot. Check it out, relax for a bit and get back on the tracks. From Stepping Stones we went across to Surfers Cove and the wind was absolutely howling. to the point where you could jump up and it would actually push you backwards. Needless to say, we didn't hang around long, but long enough to take in the view and decide it was probably time to start heading back towards camp. As it was, we had a roast to cook and needed to get back at a reasonable time that we could put it on in the Weber queue. Drop you off. Wade's coming. Go to the next one. Oh, we're off the tracks now. Just got tarmac back to camp, so we just come along the Woodapara Road from Black Point. We're at the Melania Coast Road, Melania Coast Road, and we're going to take the tarmac back to camp now. It's 4:20 and it's getting a bit late in the afternoon. We're going to try and hit the river for another swim and freshen up, so that's what we're up to. Wait for the rest of the group to come and we'll finish airing up, hit the road again. Oh, back at camp. 5:10, pretty good on timing. Might as well quickly set up the tent in the awning and then we're going to go and jump in the river, wash some of the grime, salt, sand off of us, but good day, thoroughly enjoyed it. Time to do a bit of a relaxing. After a long day filming and driving, I decided I could probably put the cameras down for a night and enjoy a few drinks amongst friends. Well, sadly that's it for the trip. I really hope you enjoyed watching it. I hope you enjoyed the scenery that we brought to you. Thanks again for watching. If you do enjoy what we're doing, please hit like, please subscribe to my channel, and please place a comment in the video because it really helps it reach a broader audience. Anyway, thanks again. Happy safe adventuring. Might see you out there.